Hi, and good morning to Real-Time Daily Training Ideas. Sorry, today a little bit late, 1.5 minutes after the time when we start, but technical issues with my computer, that is the background, but let's have a nice start like every day. We have 5 days a week, 5 different traders. We will speak about training ideas, strategies, market screening, and maybe 1 or 2 questions from your side directly answered in our webinar. Our goal is quick and smart, but for that daily, so let's have a nice start like every day. Good morning, good day to all participants. Of course, we will start like every day with our risk disclaimer. Forex and CFDs are leveraged products and can result in losses that exceed your deposits. If you're a starter, please start with a demo account and make yourself familiar with leverage trading, long trading, short trading, and your personal risk management. If you'd like to read the full risk disclaimer, just visit one of our web pages, for example, atmemarkets.com. This is me. My name is Jens. I'm talking from the Berlin office of Atme Markets. That's why maybe my English is made in Germany, but hopefully my quality too. But I'm not the main speaker. The main speaker is the day trader of today. And did I set the date already? I guess not today. It's Wednesday, 14th of March, 2018. So this is the scheme. On Monday, it's Jay's day. On Tuesday, it's Paul's day. Like today. On Wednesday, it's Giancarlo's day. On Thursday, it's Nenad's day. And on Friday, it's DX day. Our leading day traders live. Today's actions are tomorrow results. And of course, if you like to trade Forex and CFDs, you would get many benefits only with us. For example, best index offering, DAX 30 typical spread of just 0.8 points during the main trading hours. Tradable as mini lots, choosable leverage, MT4 or MT5. Both are available. Many benefits. Check them out on atmemarkets.com. There you will find also something about our regulatory background and of course also how to contact us, call us, send us an email or visit the other channels like YouTube or Facebook. Everything is linked from atmemarkets.com. Enough from my side. Now it's time for Giancarlo. Hi Giancarlo, also to you. Sorry for being late, 1.5 minutes, but now it's your time. What is your view to the markets? Hi, good morning.
Good morning, gents. No problem. We are all waiting for start our real time trading session. And today we are going, it's an important day because yesterday afternoon we have assisted in important short squeeze on markets, especially on European stock market. But we have to reflect just a moment about the reason of this sort of flash crash after the news of inflation at 1:30. We also remember that until 24 of March we have daylight hour in the United States, so daylight summer hour in the United States, so the American markets will open 1 hour before respect our time. So the dismissal of the news of dismissal of USA Secretary of State Rex Tillerson, less than a week after the resignation of economic advisor Gary Cohn, has made Wall Street nervous because of instability of Trump government. And in this case, we have assist and a sort of small crash, but nothing that we have nothing of worried, because if we take a look at S&P 500 in daily charts, we can see that it was only an afternoon. So what we have to take a look today. The first one is to understand if we have the possibility to maintain this important support to 2,717, and probably SP 500 started a new uptrend until this important resistance to 1,800. We can understand the possibility of double top in Standard & Poor, and we have to understand if we have the possibility to make new hikes in next weeks. Of course, we remember that next week on Wednesday we have the meeting of Federal Reserve with the intervention of the first interpretation of new President Powell. So the next session we will analyze this day, and we understand which trade possibility we have. For now, we have to maintain a lot of care because the market maintain a high volatility with compression pressure prices. So we have to take a lot of care in this case because we can have the possibility to open a trade and going down in a bad moment. So it's very important as today to take a look at economic calendar. Here, Forex calendar here in our page in annualmarket.com, and today we have to take a look to two important news. The first one, it will be in a pair of hours, the retail sales in United States, and at 3:12 the crude oil stocks change. So this morning we are going to start to take a look, first one to oil, and I have prepared some important point for our trading idea. First one, we can see how these two important. So this is a very important zone between 59 and 58. If we don't lose this zone, we can have a great chance to make a new high in the next weeks. So today, as we have, we can see a sort of accumulation. We can take a look at H4 time frame, and we have this blue line where I can, where I have prepared some important zone. First one, if after the news or during the day we can see the price up to 61.60, it means the presence of buyers in the market. So we have a great chance to do a good long until 62.51. This is a very important resistance because in case of a strong breakout, we can start a new uptrend with a great target like 63.25 and in extension until 64. In a case of oil, this breakout at the prices of 60.22, we can have a short squeeze until 59. So take a look at this zone because in a case of a strong breakout, oil can going down until this is this important resistance 58. The second one, as always, we have to take a look at our my favorite instrument, of course, DAX. We know that this morning we have a speech of Mario Draghi, and he renewed the problem of inflation in European Union in difference of compared to the situation of United States, where the inflation is going to target of 2%. In Europe, Mario Draghi speak about 3-4 years at least to reach this target. So we can understand that the difference between the European market and USA market. Yesterday, DAX suffered, was one of the index that suffered the downtrend because the world trade can affect the economy of Germany. Of course, we know that Germany is an export country, so Trump has spoken about the import of German cars. So we have assisted a great down bearish pressure on German index for this reason. This morning we have assisted, of course, a strong pullback, so we can see the formation of uptrend channel, and this we have to take a look during the day at this resistance 12,200 233. If we have a strong breakout during this morning, we can see in 15 minutes we can put and buy a stop up to this resistance. For example, we can put here, and we can try to reach this zone near the 200 moving average here, and the stop we can put here. Sorry, I have to repeat, just a moment. Okay, just a moment. We can put here, here, and here. The stop we have to put here in this zone. Okay, it could be a great chance of long, but we have a very important zone between 205 and 225. So in a case of a strong breakout of this zone, we can start to put a short here with stop 25 point sufficient, and first target could be here, but in any case to try to reach this important just a moment. Okay, this important zone of support 171. Okay, just a moment. I don't know why. Okay, I repeat. Sorry, I have some problem with the with computer. Me too. Okay, and I always use the double position, because if we are as I make a lot of scalping, I like to improve the movements of smart money. So my recommendation for DAX today is, if we have a strong breakout of this point 230, we can start to make some short with the stop maximum of 20-25 point. And the target is very ambitious. We have to try to reach this zone 205, and in extension until 171. In a case of a strong breakout of 276, we try to reach this zone between 300 and 317. Second one, I would like to speak about pound yen, because yesterday I am analyzing the situation of this important, this high volatility pair, and I have noticed some important support. The first one, you can see in H4 time frame that the price stop their down pressure in the same point of September 2017. So now we have a strong breakout of this important point 147, and I would like to suggest some to take a look at pound yen, because if we have a strong breakout of the channel in especially in this point 149.52, we can start to have a chance. We have a chance of a good uptrend until this point 150. In the case of strong breakout, we can see that we have here the 200 simple moving average. The target are 152, and in extension 153. I just to recommend a lot of care in this pair, because it's highly sensitive to risk appetite. So you need to see a lot of buyers in the stock market and the commodity markets, because this pair can go up if the risk aptitude to market is on and not off. We know that in the dollar yen, the risk off in the market are very high. So in a case we have a recuperation of dollar, because we have seen the fall of dollar after the macro data of inflation yesterday, we can try to make a long in pound yen. At the same time here, take take care of this important resistance 107, because in the case of a breakout here, we can open a long position with the first objective here, 108 and 109. Just to remember that to maintain a good looking position, we always remember that Admiral Markets has created a very useful indicator, Admiral Profit Loss, that showed you in real time without open the toolbar the profit or loss of your position. Another thing, I would like to take a look to another instrument very interesting for our trading, Admiral Sentiment Trader. Here we can see the sentiment of trader with the principal instrument. In a case, we can see that the 56% of traders are long position, and you can see a lot of instrument. For example, on gold we have a bullish sentiment. Okay, here I don't speak about gold because we have to break out at least this zone to have a good trend. I remember that gold is down the manipulation central bank, and this resistance, if we can take a look in more large time frame, we can see how the price stopped here. In a case during the next week we have a great breakout of 1366, we can have a long-term trend in gold. Now we are speaking very fast about one of my favorite crypto, Ethereum. Last time we have spoken about the possibility to open a down position in Bitcoin. We can see we have reached the support here. So now we have to take a look at how is if we have a strong distribution. In a case of breakout of minimum of price, we can reach this point. Meanwhile, for Ethereum, we have the same situation, but I remember that smart money stopped the price in 2 points here between 750 and 845, and this very important zone between 554 and 608. I strongly recommend to take a look to price. If we're going down this point, we can have eventually a short squeeze, but if price stop is bearish run in this point, we can have a great possibility to open a long position for the rest of week. I would like to remember that the next week the meeting of Federal Reserve is very important, so take a lot of care, because we can assist a great volatility in the market. For now I'm finished, and I am at your disposal for any question.
Yeah, 1 or 2 questions from the participants we can answer in every webinar, but not all of them, because quick and smart, but for that every day. 1 question from a participant. Hi, Giancarlo. I saw a couple of averages mobile. Could you please share with us the characteristic of this average, moving average?
My moving average. Okay. Characteristic of moving average, I understand, no?
The settings, I guess. Which settings you taking?
My setting. Okay. In general, I use the mini terminal because it's a useful instrument to open position in directly in the chart. As I am scalper, I always use all instrument that permit my trade directly in the chart. But in general, I use for DAX these 2 moving average, the 30 simple moving average, and 200 moving average. All simple because as I use the study of smart money, I don't use exponential moving average because I don't need to do a prevision of market. I always used to in general I am fan of naked trading. I used to use only price action and volume because I think that it's very important for a trader to have a good view of the market, first one without using indicator. Of course, I admit that sometimes we need more instrument to analyze with details the market, and this in general I always use these two. I know that people ask me for DAX, so I always use only these two moving average. All the level that I offer to our trader are a level made with the studying of movements of smart money. If you have take a look last week, we have done a very good trade, if we remember, because here in just to show, we have a great high pressure on market, and we take this strong position, and I was very happy. This is the exactly point, because I expect a movement at high, so we can take a good trade. I always advise to all to study with detailed price action before to add indicators and so on, because I think that a good trader need to understand what happened in the market. Only take a look at price. Of course, I use Japanese candle because I need to see the pressures on price in every moment, and Japanese candle help me to make a good view on market.
That's it for now. Thank you. Like I said, quick and smart, but for that daily, tomorrow is another day with another day trader with a different trading style. So if your time allows it, join us every day, every trading day. We are here at the same time. Real-time daily trading ideas. Thanks a lot. Greetings from Berlin. Thanks to Giancarlo. Bye-bye.